55 million Ghana cedis na ayira ayehia ya yesika ayehia moma yanka seska no wasem yenya do anana wanya malaria sa yare no amano ne nkwala betima sa no yare mu yi no ntu nchen ma John Mahama ne ho ye mabufuo biem ene se no John Mahama metimi de message je mama onya kronfo wo ba ba mi ye konfie mienu miracle say we are 55 o ebi anu we abro sa 55 na wahu. Okay. It shouldn't take 2 days. Okay. Because what we ask about the 1 day na we aye. What mama want to me akokọ to sa what do?
Ya ma wo mu sika. Say ye de mo kwa akoye nkwase adwuma we yoku. Enkofo ni bebre ko okra wo mu ni de nti omo wo. Munyimi papa mame. We onimu ni ba bia o. Pepper spray. Ya bo ne pa. Pepper spray ni ade agu nani su no. Junkies fo bi ena eno ane say wo mo yasesa o makwa akogu wo.
This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Over the weekend, any a chimera crabwaji. Na enra protest koso yoko for office. Me say ye chi obi anase invite obi yoko for chi obi. Na say odo amanyoku obi political ye party member activist wom. Na say party ni mpanimfo ekọ stormy baby ho medu baby a eye. Omu nyina but wo Oti mantwe baby a wo se wadade no wo mmere ba te no amihu bibi omo mkogu ho no no wo hwe videos ya efiri ho no mo ba ene nsem omo ka ya sheda ene mobilize wo me ne do mkogu ho because akwa ba ko so ofie ne efre no so wo mmara na okoye no ni moto ekura no ya fele di ama no ya se ade mu ko wioko afa yeso be ma wo 150 omu firi ho no mo mu wi a o be ma mo 150 nto gina no say boss system ni mu ayedi o system na me di banku mi na 150 me di banku obie ni ho no mo a o wa adwuma ye obie ni ho a wa ye adwuma so ye shoemaker se o ton de yi se wo kwa adwuma a o be sori ese ya chi miracle aboade ento ko waste ni time wo yoko obie ni ho ya ma wo mu sika se ye de mo kwa akoye nkwase adwuma wo yoko nkwate atiem mahama ntimi nkwate atem mahama intimidate ye mahama haraze ye mahama de tie human right fundamental human right so enkofo ni bebre ko okra wo mu ni de nti omo wo eno ane se ye so omo ne do sa ga ewe munyimi papa mami we onimu ni baby a o ya bo ne pa pepper spray ni ade agu nani su no
mo fie na on be from say demonstrations in na yan bra na me okada people for no am no be from yeah
bana ma ban mu ye wi a ye wo scared me mamu ana say
am to fu e ma na mo wi su no am so me che coins kakra
coins no sa ka de
gi se du fi asa na me sa be kan coins and then me sa kan coins na be kuna video we am so be my 1515
so I don't know what he's doing there.
Eti junkies fo bi ena say flooders si enkrofo mo chiro kom de enkrofo eti no ane say oba me bi do so ye maame no obre parazo obre de be eno ane say wo mo yasesa o makwa koguo de enti kro mo ko ho no mo no o mu nim de enti o mo koye but hwe maame nchira wade ewi ase fa ade we to so mame Iyoko claims against Dennis Mirakabuaje. God may fato so mame. Conspiracy to steal and stealing. Say oma kabom so ombe bokro no na mpanso omo bokro no. Using public office for profit. Oya DC ya second president Akufo-Addo second no. Onya appointment fufuro okoye no public office okoye no. Adwuma okoye ya no so obenya mfaso. Mfaso adwuma nko a wanko se obi interest Ghana interest. Oko se mfaso no okoye no akope causing financial loss to the state. Ya de abonkrofo bebre amama akodem. Dissipation of public funds. Adwuma de so mfanye no enye no wode ye. Defrauding by false pretense, money laundering, and others a kekeka ho. na adia ba ko a ekoso wo Ghana ha say ye me nwanwa ne say ye chi NPP ni a na NPP fo mpanimfo gina ho afi asem o mo kan say ye di bi bedi mo NDC fo di bi bedi wo mo wo ye government appointee wo ye minister wo ye CEO managing director na ko wiye sika enei na se da chi NPP ba power na ye chiwa who cares obi emfa ho
esem ni bi ha
okay
na ebi ha chen bi esan se yaye oman a ebinum adwen eni omu susue mu no omadwen edi kan agyayen omu adwen ye omu se omu betimi de Ghana for adane the broni for the cash cow oni pakro wo ba ben mu oni hwe edan kura wontimi han oni kapreba sabi ne hone na simua na no de nam wiase na yanim no ansa na wo ba ben no ene wo mo afri aban mu akotena fie sie keka the number of properties a wo wa wo yembe hyew anama minimbi unimbi ye nyina yeti hai obi anim se akufo ado ba be ye mampani wo Ghana ha no na ogi dama atusre to a point say ni papa fie kura no nya no ato obi a waye minister waye member of parliament wo free scam de waka say ogi dama atusre na momo ka ho bi na moma akronfo wi ayen da bia no akufo ado he was with cap in hand begging the streets of this country to raise funds for campaign until no ogi dama atusre okay no ni kapre ni papa fie a no otekura no oton obi anim O'Reilly Secondary School obi ahu ha wa ye pam kwala free school mo ansa na eye brigadier nunu mensa ekoma omu baabi tina wotashi oton ye e dia no wanton ni papa hotel ha ya woton ye bibia woni hu bia oton ye na ka so woton no dia be ye den woton dia be wiawo enu nti na me kan ya ansa no ada obe fa afna swai ye de microphone tua ma no na me sei obifo wo mba ade se obewia na wakum na wasai no obewia ye kum ye tete ye pansam ye ma u 11 sika kura da ofun so kura wa wia akodi 11 is kan away what ye den enti se ni tia pro na se na enye den obi a o ye NPP ni bia o wa ban ni bia wo say hardened criminal. And you can quote me anywhere, there is none that has not faulted. Obi a criminal. And until I am with the meniasi do mama so say. A bedroom baby Ghana ni Musa Juma wa ye. O Musa kwanya wa ye. O Musa asupiti awasi. O Musa market awasi. Obe Musa say yesi kane we hin. O ka so obeji ama hin. To date, are you aware how they have treated the PDS? Can you tell me what is of PDS? They never want utubeti miyaka saying. Obi Ekufuado ni nebusuafo ni na yonkofo atimi ahye dem a plan say oman yi CG ya fa ye koton sika bebam no ye fa nwasa yesrem ya fa omanpani Joma Ama what opposition what kind what has become of PDS
our manifesto mukra
so what has become of PDS so there is none our young people ni onye hardened criminal obi a hardened criminal. And look at what they do.
But una wahu, why hardened criminal? Say hardened criminal. Una wahu. Listo, una wahu.
You see?
Any pani buy no. Unte say you kwa fe obi ko CID. Yeah.
I don't know many NDC for ne kunde bia. Because send this beko opposition a ejinadie we so. Because adia NPP for dia your mind way. Any krono a na omu wia kwa wo sia na wo wia de ne kwa na o ka to so show me okay kan kwasa sentinel. But sometimes it's painful and it's hurtful the way politicians, where a time will come nobody will respect the politician and the street will take things in their arms. We can't bear because some in the school now are born. Go and ask the history of America Boadu. We go 55 years can once a week. Already I know MC in your year. And he does that with impunity. With impunity. Omuti yese nya me na me wo yoku ho. Mo remo wa yeden. Agwagwa no no mudie. Wo wi sika no na wonim se sika na wo wi no wo kum obi. Wonim nipa send me near ken. I have done a short analysis. Just let's take it through.
Okay.
Ye hwet se sika no je na nkebetimi aye.
55 million
Ghana cedis. So if I say you see district hospital, it amounts to about 10% to 15% of the construction of an edifice. I refer to district hospital and a district health center.
Okay.
And so, if I say you say John Mahama say opeso o see district hospital B, e wo baby a. Sika ye here say you dey see district hospital no. It's about 15% of that much. 55 million
Ghana cedis no.
Yes, you kwa see polyclinic. A bit me see polyclinic mako enum
55
fully furnished. Bibia home fully furnished. Polyclinics a bit me see mako enum. Me aka boaje na mfinya sen. Se no odi. Se me no abayire pona baako krase onia ontimi ni. Eti what is canon kwasi asem Jimmy? You see, sometimes it's painful. Sikana yeke wasem no. Anya me menkwa me dey say bia me kra me nya obia. Otumfo sika atika kentina wa mpanifo ye nyina ya taxpayers money. Na wo akwala mobo nse. Hwenenfi no, it's painful. Let's talk about the issue with the person involved.
No.
Because I tell you,
attacking the personality.
What are you talking? No, he has attacked our personalities.
See, Listowel, more yeah.
But
Listowel, yeah, attacking the personality. Yeah, dealing with
this guy has the guts. He has the guts because he's hardened criminal. He's a hardened criminal.
Listowel, dealing
go
with
back to the. I'm dealing with the issue with the person involved. Yeah, tell you, obi okwa etina ya papa and so obi we kwa bia ya share tie and ye preach against mob action. Nya no ano. Na ka say Ghana for nim no kra no say ye nim na then ke be jai petty thief no. Na akoche politician na we sika no. Na ka ba de din me no street mu. Obi we our bags say ya me bag go hwe say boys be ba be gada. No ma je o bag amount. Na obi ni star abo wo man sika mu. The Ghanaian is not wise and sharp enough. Now, can you tip politician where you are? Can you be a grow street? While we are your destiny, where we are our mind future, your hope. Sika ya ken. Ebetimi si cheap compounds mako aduonu mienu 22 fully finished. And this cheap compound anya there afianga ni bio. Ye papa machine wo mu a ye beti kwa ye operation wo mu anase ye beji obi awo wo mu awo no say cesarean and so operation meboa mo friend say CS cesarean section
yeah
eno sa machine equipment ni nyina bi wo mu e beti mi asi mako aduonu mienu 22 so ye no free wa e beti mi ato MRI machines mako eno kura no meka de 15 million de no enye MRI fianga no papa no na bibia o mo rekure betimi a kire o mo re a kire bibia no eno no e betimi ato mako miensa ensesa beka amajo Muhammad aye kwan e betimi ato CT scan scanners mako ensia se ba ku bia ye 12 million e beto ensia ama ensesa aka ebetimi ato kidney omo ko dialysis ekoye machine na say nipa wuye ansa na kufa do ye tu na ade so amana ko tena fi adwen ne hu ebetimi ato mako 200 pieces dialysis machine kidney for no ya omo dialysis machine ebetimi ato mako 200 ewia na esi yo say ye pese ye boost ebia ye capacity for operations our health facility enti ye kwa akoto ambulance ye kufa do de ba ya o name na after constituency by constituency ono nko na kwekwa na nyansa e wo ni trim wo constituency wo hospital da
No constituency also hospital where constituency
where district hospital.
Your district hospital. And think I would name ambulance after district. Now ambulance you fan nipa they said the metro mass bus nipa meboa. A hospital specific. And you fan nipa na I was out in the hospital be meboa. And the ambulance be I was say related to a hospital. And I say on hospital be na ye adwuma. Kwekwa na sinyansa e work for do timosi nyame nyansa. One the oba e no tutu ni din. Enti wo aya waso West Worgon the most elite community or say oh aya waso for mu
die.
Mo ambulance ni I have for mu die nie.
Na akope
aya waso hono ye ni hospital wo ho. Eso ye ambulance. Enti ambulance no fa wo de wo kwa hen. Oh me see nyansa nyankopon edi manipa no. Tie ni din o se nya ansa.
Okay.
Wo wi ye no. Wansi o Sasika we ya miracle every year ya bo hu dawri 55 million Ghana cedis no e betimi ato ambulance no ba ku bia ye 1 million impo a e beto maku 55 adunum oti ase sika ya ye bodi o last but not the least say impo o de ye se ya nya hwe sika no ye de kwa akobua big push enti enye asphalted road ebetimi aye at least 1 kilometer
55 million no
na wa wia na no ya efri say your opposition ya sha say your kasa nsem wey na ma for fi say ye di agro and a sense of me hardened criminals into no money more get they don't show remorse say no ya tse krofo na yede na kotena baby ya toto na no pokra o mo ye professionally me nka wouldn't be professional me I don't want to be professional with the thief
but be a suspect obi a suspect
yes me pacho misro me pacho so we take krofo we wi bag or ye suspect you ya fa ne ko anya ne hwe what no ye suspect it was deal bag na no mobile phone na wo na no tani photo keke na boni sema akoye suspect onim nyansa wa deal bag
Listowel
it's painful
we are phone was second
na
2 weeks
we hide behind knowledge to fool
come on
because nipa no work school o feel so oba be ka human rights yet kronfo na wakọ wia obi mobile phone work mu no o police station no pa ya se ya mu na nkunimpo no hwe mabia ya mabia no e tell say ye dey your friend support you e na afa nanim na wo tell ye na wo no say be ya do wo dey wo sekula mu ni ye se tele kakra what make you want think human rights did you think about my human rights when you were stealing the monies do you know how many people have died as a result of your thievery? It's painful. We must rise up to the occasion and let them be challenged. Say, politics is only for service and not for thievery. Look, it's difficult to steal in a John Mahama government. Of your position, now or can be say, Obe making sure say it be hard for his appointees to steal. People didn't take it seriously. Do you know how it has become hard? Your free BB commitment authorization say. One kasa institution te say onuafo mama generate sika mo pese mo di bi ye bia health screening internally generated funds no just wakobo atofo se amane amana ma authorization say di sika no nyesa wontimi ni so how can an appointee of John Mahama steal? But Ekufuado no oba no na dwene ne say bi be wiamo ana John Mahama ba ye so no wonim se omu nya wia yen o ma wia yen Ekufuado nya yen akene kra kedi kwa se nkodi ni corn beef we wia yen no tifie gabi no we know them Kisby rent kra they could afford rent just rent. When I talk about people's personalities it is to the core say yeni mo bia why na enyo bi neighbor. Do they live in the skies? Are they living in islands? We are neighbors, we are friends, we are buddies, we are family. Don't you know a friend in NPP? Unimbi.
But obi nam ne baby a. So untimi nkase na first na unya sika ntua wo dan. And na uti mansion nti we wies.
Ah we wies ka. Na ma uti hei. Obi a betimi aye analysis ehu wo so ne wo de. Enti se akina bi nyame ye wadom na ebi a be ma bi so mu. Na sa be ma no waya ma wakọ kodrum pempen so bi a eye yi a obi a betimi attribute to that.
Okay.
But sa wo ba onua hei na sabi bibia ni wachi na ekina ye be hu ase yi na ma wanya mansion be ma bia ni ho bibia ni ho na chese show na wo ye no na ama na ye big year na bekom no na bia onua fu sika na wudie minim sa wonte sa na so no plan ne se wo bia wo ye kronfo wo man ni mu no ye ni mu no
listo ya na fo anu sina me
ye ni mu no he to mama de bia me the story de ntia me ntini hu jai no president samme wo de me ye president ne na de be che yes ye to me one day penam be president no ebi kura me own half of Accra me come asem it's not because ebi am ye dubious but I could be corrupted what must say but look at a manner what be president a o ko fie no o ko haidan that is John Mohammed's credential.
Okay,
so if obi to that extent atimi abeye mampani wo ko fie wo abra wo ko haidan eno kura no he was denied his right now wo no we na appointee now the person wo de ono ne ho fa ho yi ewo a what do you think will happen enti akufo no ena oye hawo no ena watete akronfo ena ode o mabegu oman ni mu ena say no akronfo na ye hardened criminals.
Okay,
etumi enka sa criminality no na John Mahama so asodin a ye kan wo ko fa attorney general se wo ko so wo bo yenim hwoti chawche wo de professor Miakunfi wo ko 90 years 2 million per and we are ye
pe
no I say pe now the compare miracle akwa we ya
$2 million so ko 90 years when the age ya na juma $2 million
wonu se wanyi no awia tu na wo akola wo brokuma gu srani mpo na atikuma kwadwe obi a wadi 90 years awia 2 million per akola afi wo fifi simpo nie 55 55 now we die 55 yi ho that day ya ba ye yo that day na wono de wo free opposition be na chese why wadwe so de akokra betum ana mrante ne nam ho ana omudi arusie.
Okay,
eti atani general so nadwuma so mani aye hwe otihwe wo che what the 55 million we what da fe no akote no e wo se gabana ko de na kotum da ma ne ho kra bon won sawam and na PDS ayenim dia kosi ekronu bebreba ye wo kani GVG ye bubo di best 182 crimes are course so away.
Okay,
OSP aduma yesonimu we aduma nyawo eti John Mahama anya anu ntini eto abama.
Okay, Mr. Kansi na o ka bibi
anya anu ntini eto abama
se obi ko wiafo na ya de ne prosecutor de ne court ne remand the next day ye obi appear before court no ne ye kojeli no obi ya dia within about 1 month 2 months no ehwa na che say ya gather enough evidence bibia enipa nya fe na court no ye kwa ye de ne ba ye de ne kwa be say 3 months 6 months
paper crane
ni ho no na ya jail no but say no public sector government appointee anasa ban juma ye ni ya ma na juma ye obu ho akota ne ya ka kire say investigations ya ye forensic audit ekuta nkrata document nyina nwi ye prosecute.
Then the rules of justice will be grinding slowly.
Yes.
The will no crap. No, in that case, there's no person under justice. There's no will.
The wheels of justice grind slowly. I have conformed. Na mi ye miti maso. Onu ko wia no. Wan grind slowly. And we are here. Now who dey continue now grind slowly? I have conformed.
My men can say my say you. Corruption, catastrophic pro. It is the biggest enemy of this country. World Bank I need to 3 billion.
Yeah, $3 billion.
Illicit financial flows from this country by the statistics of the world. 82 billion if Africa annually 1 year biano.
Ghana in dollars. $82 billion.
82 billion if Africa a beautiful sa. And it's a illicit financial flows in Ghana. Ghana had the uncle 4 billion. in a year. How do you go and follow 3 billion after losing such much? Control Auditor General's report for just 5 years. Now here, illicit amounts for Corona boy irregularities. And it's misappropriation. It is stealing. What you say misappropriation, misapplication.
For Corona, they say corruption.
You have when you follow the traits. Look what we lose to corruption. No, it is our revenue. School are dying, hospital, aquine, agric munia must free fertilizer menstrual pad for girls. If you know how many girls and want to go school and it's I say menstrual pad you will know how people are suffering. What people are using in place of menstrual pads. Foam and toma and you see. Now they get infections and they die. So no sin of theirs.
You say your mama movie.
Oh boy, it's not me. My mother is 84 years. Go to Nungwa. Follow me after this show. I'll drive you there. Autumn plastics. At 84 years. Oh no, the contributions. And I'll be a baby. She served this country from Ajaben to Makola. Or bring Mojeni or trial taxes. Levies. Ye gunuso anopera minuka say ye nyano omuche say phone oh tiptoe lane ye jino omuso ye beji lampo omuche. And then this young one, I'm tempted to say this small boy. He's a small boy. More university. Now he gets the opportunity. And you see, where I talk about say, he was a failed politician. Of a one step. And as a man, motivation by giving him the biggest opportunity. Into your castle baby, and your mamma kakaka and say, look, Yoko or Yako in Siciano. Mimsika hear me. Mamma Kato said, when I talk about recouping the losses, no, because mini brain one say, eh, take a papa company, and at your bedano, and all this kind of action in Butuma can end your easy, so or the Benz busy fee. Benz now I say police for non confirm busy police station. Sally say, you know. Recoup my money for me. Me I don't go for doing me person a bit dealing for. Okay? What time you am sick and me found go to prison. Now me more any show no. Obra obi a oti kwan ko nya bibi endi no. Me be chance we prison. Ma oni bibi. Ma o ye na sa won. E ba be ejuma man crofo. Some people when they look through their generational line say 10 years, 20 years. Obunya ka obusu emu da. Nto nya no say oba wi $10 million no. Uchini got 4 years crap obesa ba be di sika.
Na jeli wo mumpo. Dodo se na jeli.
Jeli no kwade hia me say okwa da ho. School bi am no yo bi a teacher for defe no. Nti e betima akwachi na akwatum crap ma no kwa ba beef crap che me ne wo. Ni sika no ye kosra na ye de beef any stew papa bi akoma no prison ho. Adey. Nkofo be omo da second ni ama no. Is it not even deplorable than even the prisons you are talking about? Nkofo da baby a prison for no kwa da be the year crap che omo. Nti so de obi ko to efiase nkeka onye hwe misika na hia me ye doa ne say pan a Charlotte crap o share aye doa no ka ye Charlotte no ye say you watch ye bibia no you see amano ne won sa was a footballer bi or even tax instead of or even $1,000 no $1,000 no ya bu ni best 6,000. It is meant to deter you and others say ye don't be fam no me tenche na me hwedi say akwa we I know we are crap na ya say na ma wa bohu
but Ghana has sent sa
I say I motivate you na me
because Ghana has said they say system are operating no crown corruption quite attractive
yeah kwache no crown
because we be na party for nyina sorry ekta chire akọ one money
you see for those offenders no me say can I say me there's a little proof they should be barred and banned from going into politics again. Can say asotwe no ebi enye ni say kese ya chi ni say ye corner e nokure na e kotwem yi a na public buildings bi ko wa enye so ben asotwe na say etre apart from hospital any baby obey him am say human rights kwan so ye man kwan no say anka ye di agro e o baby na ye nya age blaster ball onu kwan ye so ba stadium obi they say at stadium crowd no. He must be. I say, yeah, Bibia, Ebama who say, or no, say, outcast or a cronfo. into a public place commit me will be phone. Yeah, Mrana Sana, and no never say we are going close to public, you are not a threat. Naemia, Minka in your party Nasem. Canada for the year. That is the kind of law we should have in this country right now. So we are bokrono at the public level, Dano. It is proven when it is proven by the law. As we go on, and yes, so hold the public office, be 1, 2, public places say dominion, and yes, so Kobe, theater, Ghana Music Awards, yes, Rono, Mama Kobe, what people we are watching. Now, you know, let me tell you what we should say. Yes, I know we are. We should engrave their names into galleries. Museum. Obi to say, Papa, the baby cry, I can't say, oh, my land, cinema forever. We should see his name engraved on the wall over there. I didn't know the buyer who said there's a mark. Or children the back of page, Mr. said the day Papa way. Then started investigating if he had nothing to do, anything to do with that money. They said, BB, you are putting the giraffe and the goat on the same stage. On no Baba Cassia Uba, and the Meba said, Never Papa Brabang. I say, what's the brand war? No, tell Papa Bokron, and the share. And then, let me tell you about one thing. All office holders, no, when they finish their office, the tenure, no, by taking our monies, one of the things we should put in the codes. And they say, for 1 year, you should stay here.
Unto crime.
Not just over 2 crime crap. I see you. Say, what Claire or Pepe. As now to crime. Say, I mean, you call secondary school, so Bianca say, so you have to clear yourself. Who call university? You mentioned, so you have not damaged any university property. You have not done. It is not new. Even in secondary school, I don't maybe headmaster pen. Another headmaster table. Or be in a court or sin nani or court or when ni into or clan account to Musi Kenya Nadia or when ni UK. You see, I am forced to always say this. That look, I understood when people were crying for the people who were executed during the revolution. But sometimes I don't understand the anger of those who went through that thing. Emotional intelligence. Once a will free cry ding near ka. One mammy acquaint into the name me ya. And then near any no, we bubu say you may any bium. And no, woman yan science no way sani amano. At danger, and I watch them say, oh no, okay, we need. Check up. When you are, when you in comfort 13, they didn't get access to dialysis treatment. I mean, you're making almost where. Grave, you should be thanking God enough, because if our democracy, other ones in the Philippines in Yamana, you'd have lost your head if it is proven that you have actually said we do subway seeking anyway. If it is proven, my own say, well, Juma we no my own say, na me can be say, yet you will be as a state prosecutors no find I don't know say a deliberate some would delay taxes at the GBB and I said the be na ekoso esan say sa anani de ye Kenya ye burusu anko clean account mu ska Republic Bank account ni bi wasike we be 70 million Ghana cedis be ye hwan ebi ye say binumu ne ade ne binumu ne ade so but ebe kwa obo say state prosecutor and state attorney no I say want to gather information bia say America aboaje bi I say want to gather when you are going through the books no your mrabi ma ye Ghana ya hye so kai say omanpin we oba mamu nwen say president Mahama no I mean we the CSOs were calling for these things so any parties in na ko din komo e fa anti-corruption issues no. One of the things I push here to declare your assets. Yes. So maybe me same pioneer, mo form me no, mo car me and some will say, Chile, Ochina, Ubefia be Musua, ye casem bia, na Ochina dasi DNT. Na come, and your couple of Becca Salist was here. Now, more than I'm okay, Jeff Crowbar studio, not to film me. And no, I know you, and yeah, I can say Uber Boko Nunti. Wow, your safety. That law no never protect one kasa ebe bo one kasa wo by say wo ba na wo dan bi dada e na wo ka bi dada ko de na ade ko ni aye ka ikrapo yen ka se fa betu badwemu wo tworo nyina wi ai de ba koto ama ochina o man pen ba ye ne de na so efo ma anye no ochi o ma so eje on penalty what you say sa de no wo ye ya ke ne ye ke ade na yen ka se obi aye chi obi o na so obi a odi ni dwa ochina ko ka se o we ne de a let's know where you got the money from. And I will be all in the business, private person. Answer a beconi diem no. A deal in Sabe bought ye nyina ye die ni ase be ka se ko twene dem na wo de obaji public office ni dia ye say but wo de na ka che dia wo nyina na ye hwe o kine bi wo koi say hu $70 million a kire adentina mi hia wa no pa we na mi say wo ye so for obesere ID mpa adepa wo ye so for say oh millions of mi just say klonfa say obubufu kenye say obubufu so me ka tell say oh me ya klonfa dey na me watch bibi am na me toy how difficult is that ana ya ko do obi say bra wa be hwe esika so obi si o so kwa sorry mo ye Kofi Ama mo so for no ye klonfo cat kiss ye klonfo no hwe musika so ye klonfo ade na ye wi wa so dey mu a Kofi Ama Monday e gather for my 1000 fear that for my 200 cedis ye dey abo aso dey mo kra po nkutabo aso dey ade na e be pie government dey na mo boy pro na ye hu da ya ma usika bebu ho akonta ya ma hunya we gave them luxury Ghana and our MP akonya mu a ote one side e wo the desk e wo laptop and UK omo ti bench so omo be kire politics no e kire democracy no omo ti bench so and ya de ote o ye say ye wi abebu nkonto akaje so abre the mystery anopa na oja power ni mu na yare na hyase say okay neni na enye neni na enya na neni na ekofoma yesre no metimi akenkan Emmanuel Eye Clinic ni optic competence bebre okroma ye be boa no na oni bibi ubedi ye bia na eno wa na ebeka yenye mra bia kire say when you are even dying let's all die in here ye nyina ye nwu ha obi a no bi papa say obi nobody is better than anybody else from president to everybody else make sure when you are done in a year account to us. One of the things the police must also know, and they say the public streets and Kofi go no. Share videos ni bia. And Kofi bi buka obisa omo. They even didn't know the name of the person who was arrested. If you also can prefer say you say omo be dream ni wie no me sa gidigidi wie I be 150 Ghana cedis. Mr. O sir at that point no obisu ye rational Kolebu hospital. And if you come and cause mayhem after stealing my $55 million, when we have me seek 55 million cedis, no, as I go see quite no so, me dem the police for the Maria van no, ya anto amount for decoration. Unse to Maria, eto sa casa kesi Black Maria. Omo na omo say fix the country no, omo krap we bo gonfin. Na obi a so ko defend obi a oni mi din. Ene embo brebia se achi omo na so ne omo ko dia mesro omo omo de nsa ko free nyina se aviation ya adum ho bebia ho sa ko ba inform ko go ne process omo bi o kra kwa hwa sika no oni hu bi
enti se say asenkita wodi enkomodie bi koso say one more say yeah picky woman no ye loud kakra bi abana ye selective because say the list we wo kan yakofa PDS aba kofa be discover 800 million Ghana cedis ye nim de yakokoye say wo hwe all African games e course so a spend discover 2 billion ag auditing or say omo sikani bi over 500 million Ghana cedis there just say onim ba bi sikani fine ye betimi abompo key scandals akase bia when NDC was in opposition one ka ho asem but I say miracle kasa ya peke no chema wuntumi sabi opposition wa kansem hunu I say enkrofo hu ni say aban no aye selective
udi mobi o moria mo ana oye nipa bonifo etakashida oye katakashia
ya ne nisu kraka bibi ase
enti oye takashia ni jese odu sabo esike mayen befa o
ya befa but se wo hwe ti se de ye kan ya scandals NDC wo opposition no wo mo broso ne ya bobo ti se de American obi yes former sports minister so
ka se scanning hu bibia mama kan se mi che o kai time man ye ma moton ade okwan ho obehu milo chinsi ni nido chinsi ni omoton ade de him pepepe omopon a ubisa na onim bebia odi sika share na onim bibi asifem one it is a miracle it is a confusing and bemusing and perplexing say in this country alone no say we the nipa ko school no we degree master's degree akonya PhD no ono ntimi bu ankonta na me maame 84 years etimi hu bebia plastics ka share etimi hu bebia price ka share there's every evidence
miracle they know where the money is miracle 55 million wakontable but Ghana audit service at the base financial irregularities yeah
stealing
all African games 580 million Ghana cedis but here by the one say pack public account committee na Kofi Adams na kwa answer the predecessor or your member of parliament Wagan Mustafa or the answer the questions. We are talking about financial irregularities, 580 million Ghana cedis after 2 something billion. 2.24 billion and then 580 million Ghana cedis. AG report your friend say AG funding say you baby as can find. Yan can't hold she.
On say Nanama. Abai we will assemble the papa. And this is the last hope of Ghana for war. Our democracy. Because beyond John Mahama, no, Ghana for will not believe in any other politician. Only any person. Ghana for na see ye di tuana se papa yi sankofa yenchi. Senka we obi a wo kronfo te se de na Akufo-Addo no mu opposition na o mo ka so wo kronfo na. Na nka ye ba mu me ka Akufo-Addo apen so no. Enka ni 1 month nka Jomama ko be ko je. Unim de ma me hu se Jomama nya kronfo. Airbus na omutimi kan say ni nua akoye deal na omo susu say oni John Mahama na ye kanana na ye deal no na hu say ni onye kronfo because I am president now person we ska enye Airbus scan no mo kan say $5 million meboa enye Airbus na ka John Mahama be wi because he had 54 billion in his hands to steal. And some of us, because we have known him very personally, we were able to stake our necks out to say, he cannot be that rich to have a new man with Dubai, to have, to say, they're not, say, don't offer Kofi Dubai, okay. Well, see hotels, Nyoma, Wabra walk on high. You cannot be that rich and go chasing after
just give me a
property.
Second. You realize what he just said? They said John and OTM catcher Bahama. Yes, so no kronfo. Did you realize what happened?
Yes.
And remember catcher so be no day no. This is a clear case. Okay. So
forest nyina no aye no
de ma John Mahama ni hu ye mabufuo biem ene say no John Mahama metimi de message je mama onye kronfo me sanso nse metimi de message jem say onye kronfo
but one politician be anya perfect o.
Yes, I know, but till say e be ka tell say John Mahama wi aga na sika me metimi assign it.
Okay.
Based on his previous record.
Okay.
Say na John Mahama asesa na adwen say obebo kro no I don't know.
Okay.
But I can vouch because of his previous anyoma akoso. Ye fe no nto.
Okay.
The man who mabufu ne say wo ba mu ye konfie mienu. Akufo-Addo de omudi ye oman we no ye nkwa gira ne yebua o. No, they were bold to steal. They did it with impunity. They showed us how chronono obvious. And you don't need to have a sophisticated machinery to investigate them. Me too omofo from day one John Mahama ba bem na me say ye free national audit. Enti from January 7, 2017 to January 7, 2025. Akufo-Addo neba abemu. Sika omujiji ye nyina, ma sika ni nyina ye modi, ye koji sika we wa ha, ye je bosia sei, ye ton oil ye nya sika sei. Okay, sika ni ye hu ano, sika ni nyina ye 100 cedis. Okay, sika 100 cedis now, mujiji ye no. Dey na modi ye monkeka ye di bi ya akwan sika ye spend ye say na fe pe auditors no mo nkwohwe akwan ye omo ye na ye fan toto ho ube hu sika o mawia politician bi a on person obe sa de we no osuro se kire ono so ye be ni bi
say NPP for ka kire wo mo
enu nti na me ka kire say John Mahama unya kromfo nti sa de we wo se nka wo ye anya se nke ya ba na ye say miracles we are 55 o ebi anu ewi abrosa 55 na wahu enti sika omujiji ye nyina from January 2017 to January 2025 no mo tutu ni nyina din ni ehu sika omajiji ne ye mun kunta se mo de say na ye school dan mo de say na ye agenda 111 a mo twa binum ka o mo si agenda 111 no dis kana dwane. Can you imagine say yet your man mo obi demobilization scare dwane na yes ye nya hwe na oni made ba ko politician bi ka che me am di areho wo say se ye mayani ko mo so say ye kwa akocheche wo mo a ahwe na owura fi wuntimi nya adwuma wododo ye say emu asemo ye sebi nipa kakra bi enti wo de fa ne say on that alone say ye pese ye hu sika dodo ankofo ye wia no ti abadwakuo fa atani genu aka ho atani genu adwuma na do so chen no because wo hwe kro no o mabọ na wo hwe na adwuma na wo di nipa mienu pe na akọ atani general department any ministry for a ministry of justice ayeni he is overwhelmed
na so obi ye bi so obetimi ayeni
obi ye bi na
special prosecutor ye so obetimi ayeni
me ba ya metwe na animu special prosecutor na ati akrofo enam ni kasa Keno Foriata attorney general case ben wa file against Keno Foriata
nothing.
How sophisticated is Keno Foriata's TV? How sophisticated is it? Obia when you are Mexico Obia it's just glaring. Obia nim. Won't file anything apart from the special prosecutor filing
on the SML.
And now they call extradition. Won't file it in Tiano. SML. It won't be and Kasama ko file even
na wo
Sadinam. Ya trying in absentia. Etino me adwen ho say as a politician some dey adwen di agro. Now omunye careful because the Ghanaian is street wise. The Ghanaian ye nam street nim no ye wiser than them. They should not think we are fools. Because who politician no me hwe usu esewa e ferga money designers. Wo so pay obi anim. Etia it say me wia me ba na mama obi adiana. It's my question. Because who politicians be a akrofo kuko komu fie abanda dan akrofo kuko komu fie
akrofo ne hefo.
Yes, obi a won wia PDS sika me be hu no ofie a wo ye wan. Obi a won wia PDS sika a wo ya where John Mahama spoke to it and called it thievery and said he was going to investigate it. Me be hu sa nipa no ofie a wo ye den ema when the son no put to say na na people papa. It's painful. And the street is getting wise. They should be careful.
Okay.
They should be very careful and mindful because China, Sebi, when the street picks things up, they cannot hold it. What would the impunity or mine echo? What is say a NPP, NDC, Penibia, Yesu Uncle Yoka, NDC for Aqua Street, Muse, freeway, what be? UTB.
We say you call the run to cry.
Adena, we mu dear. Yachi na no yachi mi amun kosi sanko for no more titole no. Mo tramo baako. Obi anu mi anu obegina street mu. No kekan kwasi asem. Ubusan say agent na obegina ha. Onima de kronti a wakogina ho. Omutimi ko han ma omo so apampan. O say we sales we daily sales yes 100 cedis you ma 200. Brian ko no mo so akọ fanko fo bebre enti ukọ agogoro sikura auto ne ma onye obi amane so a enti sa boni ya e ko so ya politicians mo hwe ye hwe han wo re mo acha sei ye ba ye wo de wani asi ayi boys so ade ya ana yakofa ka Africa Canada enu ti ne to abama o ade re mo acha ya aso mani anyway o asa
ene de he.
Yeah, America is here watching me. Because me would the entire obi akotoka from Canada, abedru Ghana ha. Canada for police and antini pakrono. Wo Ghana ni remoacha and now the only nyansa chen yankopon and wakwakotin ko fon di omo ka sese komo omo Canada adwene na eduma. Unim go that emrofo we free Ghana ha.
And then the list of
me so bonne so but me case so say the entire to Obama no ye to Obama John Mahama no enya case o meti
Canada for case
onya anunti Canada for mo anim kwan o mejo mo ka ye sika na ayira ye sika e na ye ne hu hia ne
o timi je Canada broni kuro ma
na timi ama ya dia bu trika ko na ke no fra that wo no anwe ne se na tani je no apunafu no no so ne nam it's time yanka me time say NPP ni ba betwe NDC ani because Se me hwese kronfo ba betwi obi a oye diboye ni animu a eye me ya.
Okay.
Me ametwi NDC fo nanim. Na NPP ni de onsem fatakura se ye de oye mumuye ni.
Okay.
Ah, oye ade criminal. Etimidi manu sie nanama. This is the solution. John Mahama should get serious with the justice system. Where ye di jawane ye di asoa.
Okay.
Sa tribunal no.
Enti ma me say video, mo ma me tribunal ni video no.
Okay.
Because ebia say President Mahama kan say President Kofo buy no the fast track high court buy. Enti President Mahama so say omo hia special court no the but omo raise objections e dey afa ho say omo resource the existed court na ye wono so judges wom. You
don't expect the
but my me some abugina for parliament em say omo raise issues na ya monitor mom crofile say ye can't say bia ye court system na ye justice system na wo hanom no process ni is slow but you do baby nso a institution no under resource some of these things no is bound to happen. Enti the idea na say ye mpe titi the PNDC okay
me analysis unim say ayeni wo call ye no
Dr.
Dominic Ayeni onim dini Ayeni babio
yeah
unim the problem nipa Ekufado ne dey director for public prosecution no ono an da so ye director for public prosecution
wo ehon attorney general department
I say obu abesa o se hwan oda so ho
dear under na Ekufado
yes
what didn't ye
Ekufado so all kono onim se o maye boni nti no wo se da pack court no the NPP for ko hye ho e no pack attorney general so aye bi da
but asem we see ya tra ho
there be baby aye duru no Ayeni oye too naive on your bi ho
oh but
I'm telling you
o te wonim Dr. Dominic Ayeni nim sa de we
me say onim enti ma onim no ete se de me be kan se cocoa board Randiabe I akwana okoye no edu secretary and da so ye ne secretary etu hwe ade na be koso edu na ne edu secretary and da so ye Randiabe secretary wo ba ye na wo hu ye nto no kwa na bu abasa wo se wanwan no no se bo obi o se bo obi abasa wo se wanwan wono kwa na nim nyansa wo Ghana ha obetimi aye director for public prosecution so ono na ye in charge of prosecution dia obe ya e fa o man ne ho
sir court no na ya President Mahama in opposition kan say o ma appoint judges p and institutions no ma feel eno no sir explanation in chirimu ya tra ho after 1 year 6-7 months dey mama yoko mandate anase adwuma a wo mo eye no say wo mo be chi obi a ye wo ya hyehyɛ de ama wo mo say wo say nipa no wa frɛ no waba wo so okɔ no ofie na akɔkye no untimi nkɔ ha nkɔkye no untimi nye say ye wo sa kwan ya wo say yokofo fa so ya say if someone is under investigation o mu ye nhwemu de afo obi ho a ye invite to ye pese ye kyewa ye wo hyehyɛ bi wo ho sa eno nko ane kwan ya wo say yoko remonda cha mo fa so ana
as an institution ma mincha utiefo enemy nwa be man ni wankasa ye beda mo ase say akonya ye mudi ama ya na enya be kyerɛkyerɛ ya adwen fa nokre ene mmra a ye wo kro yi mu we are citizens no say ye bo mra no ho ban mra na so na be bo ye ho ban ba ya mbo mra no ho ban entimi bo ye ho ban na ohwe mu asesi a no ne aye me aye na wo friend yoko no institution for organized crime krono na omo di ekire no enye de okofa bucket ni odwane ye koche no kwan no de ni biu omo san krofo no omo bo sa krono no omo ye krofo bi omo onimdie ena omo nim ne ye ene ne enye enso be ode kana na kwan so ebe ye ne enye no ewo steps so enti se oye a obokro no a wan hwe ni yie a wan fa onya se ni ekire yie a krem no we US nchen esa se obeka asem bi a obegine di kakra enti wan fa wendi omo nim amudi ensem nim enimdie pa ekire a ye ba beka dream bi ama omo ko di ekire ama won ti ase da omodwuma no emra ewo ha omode ye omedwuma no organized crime krono bi a wahyehyɛ won se obebo nti wo hwa ase na onim si a obeye nkrata no wi bi na odi nyama sika bi wo hyehyɛ bebi nti omedwuma no mo sorry prepon pen ko di obi ekire se krem ya chi no omo di ekire ehu bebi odi sika no ko bank ya odi ko sie bank fo no ko be frefre bi mu ebise omo nsem odro ba ko ka o steering crash wan ni ko be fa nsem kwan bi so akobise bisa na asem enti so mo ba se obo be kire wo dia ende mesira kemeka wo he baby o hye bia no wo mo wo tumi ese mo be kire wo se de enti aye kire wo ni o mo ka kire wo de enti a ye kire wo enti wo tie enkofo dodo na o mo ka nsem yi bi na o mo krapo no mu nim se owura ya ka na asem ya ye se ye gidi se anhwa ne nsa kopo sika bi bu
55 million Ghana cedis
o mo krapo ebi bu krapo nim se na oni yokofo no astarte nkitawo bi ye invite no they use the word they invite you in all this obehwe mu no ye be frɛ o say oh bra asika bi na ayira ne wo na woda sa adwuma ku na no woni obi na ye adwuma ho waka nsem bi a ye do ano no waka nsem bi e kire se wo na adwuma na o ye no wo so wonsa wo mbi enti bra na be yi ano sa ho no nkofo bebre nim enti yemfa akonya nso ne mamu se yokofo na frɛ abrante ene di nkita bibi ena nhihye bi ho mo ne keka ye niama o mo ne wo hya ase a baby a they start to restrict your movement esa say nhwem na o mo ye no ekoso njanhwa baby a se obokọ a wo pese obokọ no o metuma ka say nko obi anhwa baby na wo ye adwuma no ye we free o mom de enso be ka to say eni obi a je den enko di nkita on die bia uni nkwan se obekọ ho Ghana ni bia o nkwan se okọ baby a wo so wo sa akwenya no enso sa niama we afa wo nti no ye be ka to say men ko sa bia ho no sa niama we nyina yokofo mo no be di nkita ho aka na so mo no di nkita on a gentleman's note akrache for kasa ne no aka sa kasa na ewi na wo fa kire ko e bibia no mu se de wo ye de ebe ma omomodwuma no atochiba kakra ende
but yemhwe miracle dey mo invite no one waba two waba na complex credit frase ya or refund sika na mo ka no na watu kwan enye se wo tu kwan wo ko ye waba Ghana ha ya no wo kwan yo mo fa so a wo mo chi no no e wo airport no raise issues concerns
and raise issue bia with the greatest of respect to you and raise issue bia so o bo ene eka ye hia obeyiwa no ye hia obeyiwa no ene de se wo ja obi o se one adena de se mami se kan ya no 55 million Ghana cedis na ayira aye hia ya ye sika aye hia muma ye nka se sika no asem na ye nja man no say human rights ni amana hunya o but say ye do anipa na na yem keka no ye nya do na wonya malaria sa yare no amano ne nkwa le bit masa no yare mu yi anu ntu nchen na bi so wiye krapa sa sika yinti enyi amaye ni nti no sa sika no mo wiya ni nti no sika no wo ho aka no so bit ma je nkofo bi mu nkwa hwe tie in other countries under democracy so ubokro no bi say you lose your head you won't even get to live again nti e de ndie efe papa and some bi wo ho a ubetima ma ya akeka say ye kodo anu no ma enye Rambo style say omuka no na so owu afutse me aka obo say Rambo style no krapo dey understatement because how can Nipa Bako 55 million Ghana cedis ye lose ampa ye lose obi nkrata mu na ye kire a nkrata no ho a kire say $55 million in there 55 million Ghana cedis ye firi obi na ohwe sa sika no so obi na tia no accountant wo ho financial controller na ye ka no no wo ho wo na wo executive secretary yam say Adebakwa be yi man go fati ase kakra say omo secretary da with all due respect to secretaries omo dey say no or lower executive secretary no da no he is the main administrator no capo na nka so da no nti pamcho let's get the understanding very well because me marketing come say secretary dey no dey be no da no say in fact the signatory say be iske bi so hwem e kire say wo de we koto den e na me pa mo cho odwuma na no mo ye no enye free o ni e chom ka so mo nye edwuma enti causing financial loss to the state no sa loss ni na e apply say wa boy ka enti be yi ni ama na no e kwa e be fa e de afro say brado ada na no ade e fro the wild ka pa e na de abepa o just say you have played foul to the game why you bibia ama se sia no e say emiem kakra what ma say obi wa yakọ ye nse yakofa no si adimino si obekasa e de wante si o de bra de biye ma on tu ka o de wa betina ye diem ne enko fefe na de gentleman worker we ne de woko me mpene nti ase de ende abanka wa enu so betuma bem na wo hwe de ye ko enim si a se kwa o ne fa ne de ko ho no yoko nkofa ko ha ba o de bia o mo ba so a obi abeka to se yambo na sum yam bruno obi say oh ya man the crime hu ni lawyer omo so oboti ono omo nim say omo ye omo djuma no in 48 hours na ye say oh and every time no ye nka sika no ne ma asem oh 48 hours na endu ye tactics and na yem na kika no and ye de ba pro no so ye ka ye nka sika no so ye de na sika tibi gida ye ntimi hu say check say no sign ye we come out ebe chere say ye nipa na omo say wo bokro no na administration time no or the books ni ya hwe books ni bi mu ye hu say sika ya omo ka say we wia no ye say and na odi say ye say na nya no ade bia ye de e ka na hye it's actually persecution instead of prosecution so who decide nya no betu pro no so ye betimi aka ho asem and so let people know one of the things I'm very passionate about is say ya kana Ghana for nti ase say school building na 6 classroom block plus teachers bungalow the 2 million Ghana cedis with me see. We are talking about 25 of such and I actually you know in the state where acquired the full act to form they're laying on their bellies and writing no somebody has caused us to lose 55 million and no any year can a back get there oh some crowd on motor there traffic light or money my if it ha ecosisa see Madina traffic light can na say oh mom half of this money could have sorted them out.
Okay.
So that is the seriousness of the matter we are talking about.
Okay.
And get 2 people to become members of regional tribunals. Mr. Speaker, with respect, some kangaroo system where opponents of the administration will be run through a certain judicial system and jail. We don't want that. Let's have the existing court system. Let's have the district magistrate court, the circuit court, the high court, the court of appeal, the Supreme Court. That is the judicial system in all civilized, developed countries in the world. We do not want regional tribunals. They bring about bad memories, scary memories, and bad dreams and intimidation in our country. Let's reject it. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The other side, you know, even say near your person, there by a threat of justice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a joke. Look, a constitutional provision. It is Article 126 that calls for the establishment of this tribunals. Secretary Obia, yet tribunal can you so call cry me? I can give you my mother's phone number to call. Under the military tribunal, my uncle, time my friend in case, oh, State House. I grew up with KOD and the rest at the range here. Your friend in case, no. Yes. So I should be somebody who never want to go close to the word tribunal. But look at it, it's a provision in the Constitution. And I almost said the one the almost say yes, tribunal where it falls within your judicial legal provisions. What I say, and Tiania obi the Takashibi there at the air. But
Sansona, we have tribunal courts can that
under military rule.
Military and every man their car and you may be.
How does that?
Listen to a Canada, a cow crown for. I can't say you market woman or motomade. Calabule, Obi Kanyama share on Tony, not the tone on the board, and then trotto driver to 1 corner. Tell driver to 1 corner. Your boss says I'll say or this amount. Mrapanso. So be etimika say or no eti baby time necessary happen no wa ma price this so sanyama we asa baby enti na mo bi mu e ka say na tribunal ne sanyama na ye no ene nkofo na ekum na dede mba he so they are trying to tell you that is what they want to do again. They are motivated by yesterday's free enti de bia tribunal na ye ka no ye say enye ade bia enfi constitution ni our constitution article 126 and the church say yes tribunal we attorney general akole or parliament or no church say yen no ne nka yen yen nka de papa we be kan yi or church say kan yen fa computer bebre yen ko ya na mo kan sem bia na ma me butimi fusa na menti ase u ka say ebiri bi atwe mu papa bi ye friend no Dr. Raymond Atuguba and na obeka say ye judge ne sansensem kakra say ye etochima kakra mapa ye de ano nkofo de o mana buru no enso anas be remu eyiye no say ye hu Ghana tie ye nka say ye be ye tribunal bi a ye kosa obi ebusuan pe akogum ye don go tribunal na ye ke ya actually traditional courts are ye be or regions any districts ye terem one of the things it will do is it will address the legal framework no ye be see no one of the things they produce backlog of cases no can say about 3,000 something cases no now court na catch you say ya to asheda and so be kokro bi so no Asana yoku edi document no kokra no na judge for nyama wo my prepared cases no of so more in about a month.
Ya dia butiri ka free Ghana ekoduru ye. Da be oda sori ya na court.
Me da say any kire no.
Ba Ghana ko be shembe 2 weeks kura kwa aba. Yeah prepared.
One of the things is to also expand the justice to everybody else. And you say obi nya asem maybe say techima no to kwa ba Accra or debi regional and district in just say decentralization no. Yeah, it is actually a decentralization for the justice system. Say you agree at the regional level, at the district level. Ama obi anya wa onya asema koka ko yiwa no. And no any and that when we talk about the acceleration of the recouping no, say a assembly here your pa or no say okasa je say ha no. Sikana ye say aya na we how mo ha no. Listen what they got say obi wo ha ni demeanor say obekire no ho say ye cases kana ira na say fa no ho ni bre say Ghana skada no obi afa obi wo ha fa no ho e say unhu ni that say ni din wo so no fa you. And so unu say fie bi mo akofa ball etimi da o mu fie o.
Ukofa dey?
Bakola ball e toys ni ama no. Ukofa o park ne so obi de na ukofa go fie e be wura fie bi mu. Mimi fie bi ami yin no sa akrobuni ba no obebo aba.
Enwura ho.
E kra o kra po yasem na o de abetu fie o. And you see sa nyama na ye jeje so enyi no. Some of the people don't see crime say wrong thing. Uwia na anchewa wafa. And no e bi mu di echesa. Now, the next thing we can talk about is to accelerate processes. Hey, the Listowel Ama Agyarko say, hey, the air can when him say Ghana for EDB, a share my man, so I'm hearing you, and the NDC for no, Ghana for the ADB show, Musa, in the 2020 election. For the first time, we got what was a hung parliament until one vote. If he independent candidate or majority on the other side, it was the first time a signal to show say, Nanya man, a 11 in your money, near I do in TSO. Mumba says in your money, mine. Your hairs are almost your numbers, no also near to me yet because you say I remember Bakunio and I Ghana forces idea. Yea, you before any Kukumutiwi, but Mamma to me be now with the assistant Yamanama, and no so ya the Amamwa. Yet, excuses. Excuses, Bill. Bill out of you have the majority in parliament. More discuss you and tell them for Tribuna.
Say a process.
It has taken too long.
A process.
Unim. Process now can unite to us you. We don't have a problem with you and other people who are saying the process. But process view or what? Say oh when you brea.
Now we hear in term.
You accelerate the process. Your friend will be emergency. Name term and here. Say be an term. Na Ghana for no say.
Creating of tribunal court or Ghana emergency.
It should be an emergency. My money is going, sister. Misika me ko your family misika no oko wo se minto be da ben na menya na age misika.
Okay, for anu sibra na me story so.
President Mahama should keep the promise. What I say, he should keep the promise. In civil advocacy we call something keep the promise. There's a social contract.
Okay.
Keep the promise. We say yes say number of administrators so ministers what so why if fair and yami na we maami o and me so na margin do so and so we na e ho sane ye hu fuel cost e hu bibia but enkosi aga say when we have all contributed our revenue say nipa nanu be bom na ye say o enye e be si da ben establish the courts to expand our justice system and make the cases go rapidly in 10 with gross alacrity and moving in 10 of fire court yakọ be say say onye onu a ehuma na amenya ne kan ni nyina wo ho hwebu a ne internal auditors wo external auditors wo Ghana na your processes bebree na wake at least for anything at all. But
the can me process here cost invest issues cases here cost no. Me who say a special court to deal with. Okay, so because Osha prosecutors no state attorneys
hospital emergency.
Any judges are the real procedure omo fast omo di cases no a any investigation here cost it's not because of any tribunal and enkofa.
They be the material say your emergency court need. Also hospital your ward need be bia doctor. Me to ask you.
Hwe hanan de ye na kwa afi high court kwa charges no e was attorney general sanso e charge with fresh charges. E was back and forth this.
But you see when you have the special tribunal and no be directly into those issues. Who say your tax court? I reason it is that tax.
Okay, for
tax issues. And so the way you betum say, now you fight corruption now. Would you be anti-court, no? Ya sika o data ma yan fa anti court no ya sika ni bia re ko 2 pit radio be na media agro no eno sa sika ni bia yan fa bi court na oni ye bi court ni bia you should try them with fairness public gallery crapo say uka say national reconciliation that TV so bi ehun ye na ebisa rollers asem na ebisa we asem ye bisa ni ehun be sika no e fa ye e recoup their losses including assets and cash ye ju sika bank sika ni bia sa obenz no. And also,
okay.
Now, last one, I say, let's explain the issues. The more FFF, now you church them, who I know, Nim says 55 million, the Otea, say, I say, NPP Nibi, and they're not to prison, and I really no go street, no so. But explanation, explanation. National houses, we say, company, National Commission for Civic Education.
Anama, Jomahama, and a politician in this Fourth Republic, or president D. Nimpre Nusuon. Or ya Dibia, Ubia, Nibida. Or you're not going to say, Semekofa penny, so Uncle Domefu and Mamia. Mina me cheni baby, I won't know. Na, for Donna, a so many mechanica, Nebwa. Now, for a very long time, politicians are that ma wono kra no the first time I woba no oyebi. Na wasacha na adwen. Say Ghana for me na me be som mo. Nti mo ntre me dia me ba me nyama mo.
Okay.
And okoye People's Manifesto. And the original so eto abama no. Eno na woka say civil society organizations o share ye nyina o share a lawyer for ku o share your friend is saying omo tu sen obia na po num ohia
hwanom na po num
obia a doctor for a nurse for omo ye adwuma bia ohia obia droba for ohia obia entino I don't expect say your mama will feel the Ghanaian this time around.
Okay.
Because Ghana for the omo pese your mama eyema omo ana oyema yen yene no nyina because e can nti I don't expect say obefeli
disappointment bebe
enunti na me gina so say adie we ache is better late than never
sir tribunal
no. Okay. Whenever the politician gets sophisticated, the government must also be very sophisticated. Osia Ghana for catch and say Ekufo do num nim kono amu bonti wapake court no Jomama spoke to it ama ebeye kasa bebrebe Jomama sema okay wan kan ye adan o se ono so ba o de NDC for a lawyer for o so qualify be judge for ebe kwa kogumbi oba emi hu ye it's not a wrong thing to do because when NPP for any idea omodi gina bedwam timi kasa akokoduro so eso tie immediately a tokonu free ho okay because no munim say wo de ne kokota tokonu na be ma wo judge amana bedi na asem it will we 100 million na say o de ko tokonu anim na tokonu kura bi a o say wo je kakra wo so je kakra te say de anase je na pona kura o je pona abomuta so omoje koto judge timije koto aponche be no age no the ama judgment na na say kakra say ho na mami nibem na o man ni eni for enti no ye be say jo mahama
okay
tribunal no ache denti o mo kekamu ni nyina no say abugina po me ka cho say NPP lawyer bi eni onim law they only know the judge obedina bedwamu o parliament o say there is no civilized country or what tribunal conference correct ko Germany correct now when you
go to the Philippines
now yeah the whole world there was tribunal there was international criminal tribunal
yeah
the whole world when you we are civilized we are
okay
for me catch us law they only know the judge
on the global stage
it makes no say NPP
law.
They don't know the law.
Court as a lawyer.
Onim law. Onim judge no. NPP ni bia or lawyer bia or court bia judge no onim law bakokra. Na ka wa de gbogbo no na say we no ya lawyer for.
Omo ya lawyer for. Omo ya lawyers. Ya omo court defend omo clients.
Onim judge. Onim judge our very because ultimately go to legal authority bia or who are the last time here Akufo-Addo be president 2020 you file election petition statute wo ho emra wo ho na ni ye boa ko tu black law dictionary statute wo ho man emra wo fire aduma no ko tu black law dictionary we woni mumra mesrew
Supreme Court judge
busa wo say between sika yawia any presidential election petition prosecution no sani mi enu dia na hu hia kese yesika yawia enti say yetimi di same way abasahare so me ko the judiciary na maka che owura justice Paul Bafoboni say ye di jana na ye di asoa no do ma ontimi say me ye judge
okay
enti no sir the wheels of justice grind slowly and party
okay
it is only a thief
okay
who is sophisticated that calls that word because if it grinds slowly then it should grind slowly on the petty thief never sell omo
okay
omo man grind faster na merely cases nin tentem say na be ya say presidential petition no ya one of the most important cases yet mi din abasahare so na yeso obi akọ wiye sika womra meyi ne ho ano e wo bedwam
okay
it should take 2 days
okay
because one week can the 1 day na wi aye until 2 days kwa do so
omo gadan
which mama won to me akọkọ to sa wata dodo wata ama akọkọ to da no mate enti nipa no sika na owi aye no enu ani say judge sika na on fire na way enu ani na ma be no ma fe na we sika no tan ne ana wo dance ana na wo seche
they don't even talk about the money they talk
about irregularities
nipa no okono
anwia a egugu kwan mu na no with all the cleaning exercise ekoyeye bebre da so gu kwan mu ti so free odumase junction ho na wo kọ pokwase awanya kofa Accra road no so a edura ho machi a terrible anwia na egu kwan mu bebre dia adwuma wenke dia this year na be cans na maye na DC unim sa nansan so to a flood ewo odumase market around sa ho no nyina washing baby no a ebe market no wahu de o maye wo ho wahu anwia bi a o ma be hipo aminim so bi ya feel nsuo no ho nsaki nsuo no DC sawo ho se na o masia ye wo ho na nsuo bi to enene nansan ne animanimu ye ya papa ansha se na anu de ese ofie ho yiriye ebe yiri a che de aye no you know anima we say ye na ye try say ye be bobo ye ho na ye nsan so experience sa nsu yiri ni biem ensu ato akese mienu won kan ha ye area mo ho no nyina flade honorable ahwe ama feel washing bay fo no afili ho na ba ene say cry sloppy wo ho honorable up your game please ama good morning you look good.
Thank you. Osi ho de na tatai ho.
Said that make sure Nancy and so totally. Yeah, because a hon mo flooded. And there's a washing bay closer to and so yes, a friend in Saki, so be wo and a washing baby so ama. Minim project will be by ye. Or more ya feeling be just say ya feel ya basro.
So ma block it and so any baby.
Chira say na washing bay no task ye ho na we no so e won say tell o ma block you won so no ho say enti say so to you can imagine no am ne man mama so to asa washing bay we say
e be sa hadwen flood say washing bay no nko akra say washing bay ne won na wo ti wo ba bi a wo dwen wo ho no so ho na madam fu bi wo see ni 2 cars asay lady o oba ne cars too say cars too ni nyina say because the way ensuo ni flood ye just a car no kwa na hunhunu o se ba akokwa de ensuo ni de ni pie koi etwe ne koi
car ni sifie
un say na videos ni bi wanu ma na ensuo ni twe bi e di bi kokko ne cars too a just enkrofo dwapade asay e na wo hwe nso a enye wo mo na ye yo efiri baabi
ne free ba
e na aka nkrofo
baabi ne free ba ama they had we ye area mu no ye gata ye need ye issues e wo gatas ho because ye number bia ye hu gata baby
engineer when I president when only indiscipline but engineering na you know omo ye plan na omo ye ye no
problem with engineering issues no enti unsan so unsan ko create another problem emfa mayen ohun and now can say FA and a feelings you can say washing bed in one tree fan so because we were one say you on one year so before
I start young
why yet bad last week
I was so bugu
just say
and no kwan so motina ho ade no
yeah clear one mu
nyina I was omu bu bibia gu I was say bibia omu bu because motina ye tena ho
assemblyman kra minim no and no say issue my friend me say mo mu obia so minim no ka we wona say ka wutu anamo ana say your friend say PM for your from say presiding ayi for no you more acting on net na the reporter come DC no so aye ama senso to animani mu ikase bia ma
after flood incident no minim say MMDC is nechini one areas ehunu baby a omo ehunu said omo wo how ya e wo so omo solve afia sa situation say afi bia na ye afi bia na asem kro na na ye bo ho bna asem kro na obi kachem say onua ma chi dey say mo baba na chi o na mete say wo baba na chi pa enam say part bay Osi ande na wo ka se NPP fuate vigilante group wa upper east no. And I'm say na oh de we na wo ka interior minister na wo ka pre na wo ka IGP no. And I'm seeing ti
na yom na security yo.
And I'm say hifa oh de we na wo ka no na I'm say masa. Enye maduma ne say me mra me krokro obi a wa ha o. Ye ka no kra kire nipa.
Man no obro for say plain language is not a equal say.
Oh. And I'm say no kra na ye ka no ne ye bo wo bi achi. Enu bi na last na wo kan kwa yimu afia wadwuma da ho no na se mehuna mbeka cho na kokoye nu kwa se mbeka cho se me da wase ana wa ya ade it's your mandate your responsibility
you are being paid
wo wadwuma ye de adwuma hye wonsa enti ye wadwuma but se mu jai ne sa na fia every year ne akone aba na asem kro na ne ye ho ayie every year ne ye ho ayie wo de na me ne zoom lion fo bi di nkomo
okay
almost say that brebe say 3 months as a 4 months no ho sa waste na containers na omo de assist no kra no akakaka pa no omo mfa
sin dey
sit yentua omo ka chese bibia nkoso eti bola no ayeye ma enura me pon adwuma me kofa zoom lion sa ba bia ayi omo plant no recycling plant abof no ma chimota insa me kofa ho kwa hwe tricycle sa hye bola sam kwan so say ya inside the wire ma
ama me say ya sase na san
afia enya sase na san ti ma me nkasa mo nkyerɛw hwe bola na o ma yiye na ai containers no ta ayi no aye ma but ye mfa tie recycling plant ya omo ye no se ye contract ye twa contract me ye twa enti for 2 years no mu mbie. There are other sites. Answer President Mahama say, "Woman be says additional way say ya. I don't know. Woman the woman be na enye juma. So na enye juma. Eti afei na President Mahama ka say de ye bi. Efia adenti na enye juma. Ya ka kire MMDC if we say contract e wo zoom lion. Ye nyina dia no tumu bi say wontimi fa nkrofo ma. Enkonkwa ye juma. Enti o mo ka 250 no ne ade 250 ne 300 fia. 1 year, every year when we 2 months, we 3 months. Awake. Mansaso. Let's hear almost waba. Mansaso. Let's hear almost waba. Oh, if ya na ya je contract ne de amamu. Ye nyina de anu atomu bi. Ye nye contract ne mamu, ya de amamu. Ewi akira. Ayebasa ye tantantan. Ewi akira bola mene Ghana local government minister honorable Ahmed Ibrahim elder o 2 bola na e be 2 bola sa watie simu ne bola no wo 2 pa obetu o se ye blame MMDCs na enye yie na urban roads no so kwa wo responsible ya locate budget e de koma urban roads a akwan no ho gutters no e wo so wo ye de omu team but if you how many times na wo hunu say urban roads afa nkrofo ya omu ti gutters mu wo be ko se so be ka san omu budget ma budget no so kwa mu nya adwuma wo de opa akọ urban road sesi akobisa wo yes afia wo de opa sesi ye a minister e kan say urban roads for na wo so mkoti mu no because you are allocating budget purposely for that project opa akọ urban road sesi won be ka kire wo say ye sika kura anya day 2 years ni e na de ebe ni e mai e ba kura adwuma no mo nye enti assemblies na disappointed president Mahama adwuma na yenjima wo ma yenjima wo no akoye fi akoye bola mwantimi anye yaye nkobesie mesie no ewie show me colleague ba ko wo fie ya ba ma wo so be send me video se ama me area metimi fie ya hye bola sum ho wo ko na sa so ya hye bola sum ho o se area ho wudu obi afie bola tata yanimu bola inside because omo be fa ne se omo be fa omo nya ba bi fa nko omunya baabi mfa nkonti bola ne taita ho mimi fie mahunu bi nsu otoi ye wo baabi abehu se ye yi no bi ye refuse na ye ma na bi ye betu asetre ne ya hyehye bi tata ne nsu otogu so
center de beba
ye kwa de anya tricycle abobo ya afo yi bio tracks akase na ankasa omunya baabi mfa nko eye situation anya first time ni e wo hono mu fritete but Ghana on say sometimes we sure na wo kasa me dru fie na me hwe comment ya o mo say the time be issues na ya kabati ye need solutions me na me confer solution mra
obi ahwe aka solution
ye won crofo a wo ma djuma no eti ne wo various assemblies ye won MMDCs your local government minister ye won crofo ye wo ma djuma ya award contract waste management for wo krom ha private for nyina wo government sector wo enso to every year bia ne ye we enipa wu iso talk akra ye enipa 30 something wo mo do so pass ye twa so e say 34 as 30 enso nu be kom ne enipa wu no e more than that ye indiscipline de bia ne yakwa ba leadership failure enti ne bola titan krofo fie oh ene bola etata nkrofo fie saa bola tata nkrofo fie saa enti se president Mahama dia no se wo ya na munye ne yie preku mo ya munye ne yie mo na mo ye mpanimfuo ena ade no so ye dia mawo wo so obetimi aye find the solutions to some of these things basic things e was a solve no be a basic problem we nya de bia obi kotu ball egu ano ne ya kire ne ya twa na chi ma obi kotu ball egu ano na communal labor say kwa ya pass mrei e na che say ene 1 month wo be tu ball wo be tigatem ene ye ne sa punishment we say na enipa ni be ba ye ho so ye be hu ni nyansa and assemblies ya allocate sika purposely assembly common for 10% for sanitation e dey no mo dey here and ya sanction crofo ne ya punishing crofo wo kroma say ya ki benya value for money but ye ntwi obi aso but ye nye obi ahwe ene yegumu saa ena bola enimgu asesem ya rehosem se bola ya de contract de free obi nsem me tu anu mi ya ni bre zubla ya kan o edu baby na sefia wo ya de a eya na obi dwen se wo ye de ama obi me ye de ama hwan zubla yo ya twe ne bola wo tu ne bola no mi nya me ni 1 sidida obi so bebeje a mi ni 1 sidida but at the end of the day say de be ya bola emene ye wo kromu ha emene ye fie nso to ya bola yi ene se be toilet abo afrei de wachire eye cholera outbreak de wachire cholera yesi wo mutu bola nzumla yo musa ye fumigation nyina aka ho omo ye fumigate but de wachire eye bola me se se ala jo ho bola ni fie ne dipate so no squatters no mutu wo mo
we do so no ho an se ayi bi gata kese bi da otimu se nkrofo gu
e wonu mo toilet e wonu mo ye bola egu e wonu mo da squatters no mo tete gata ho ye bola no muntu wo mo that political will na politicians any because of the one vote only mu pasa deal we say the last time me panel members was o mo ka say last year 2025 flood BC president Mahama call out baby o tu fie e say ye mbu fie ni gueda so si ho oni team na na mu ono si da bi sa dan me baby esi ye mbungu but ya da so si ho the political will of NPP ni NDC for politicians ebenya and make a decisive decision. See say no when they will say decision we say ye gire ho ni ye take no eno ne how no because or doing vote or doing next election ade ami koye na nkofa ya boti ja be ka che cover that point say wa no nwi te sa akokọ ye prepare keka bomu a no wa hwete
pa akokọ anka ho
ya na kunya akokọ na hwete nwura akokọ na hwete bola agbogloshi ye fia ye ko tu nkrofo pam nkrofo ekosi sei kwana ko hwesa sase ne da ho no mo a kwana ko hwe sase tutu nkrofo free so ye ni breye squatters ha ye tu nkrofo kwana ko hwe sase ne da so da ho no mo a when political party bi beba say jai nkrofo sa kogu krom ya mo ye breye a da bi enko besie say ya abusua ene me komra kraboaje but afia ene me bi koso e wo ye schools mu a e wo se ye ka ho asem say wo ta ho videos bi a wo behu na school ni abayoa na cigarette sina no school she no ohu misi one video ni bi na no ye me hu baako boy bi so class eno ono so tie otwini mi kusibon no agya aguwiem se hu otwini mi kusibon no agya se ye hu indiscipline if rashase se ya na ekosuru se ya ashase se ya na ekosoro na efuru se ya na ekosoro ye ko school na fia punishment asotwe a na school ni ade maye no hwe udi boni bi wo school a ye timi ko assembly ni afra memo ho hoden na we ya so nan na we ya so nan nifa we ya so bonkum we ya so wonsa na Mr. Boadu o so wapa ye tree master wo gina fifi k ekura ne best 4 now the way wa pa madam Hana so say obabesia o ye vocational madam Hana no o chire vocation ono so ogu ma pa oni ma ba abo what say o ma keni wa madam Sako what say o mo bu wa ma wan ka say hunu say next time sadie no won't try the way me ye punish ye no punishment ni bi on man nye san of pabese 6 a.m. near the dictation one spell the peppa pata mental peppa pata and when they do baby and no wording but you won't even dare won't try who basic who junior high who SS and you may be one more I can't remember SS some boys and girls here school mun pratwin Mr. Dio your geography na edua na jo a no de shirt egu ni ko no afa ne torchlight no na msumi o to ne light say na eto no boy no so a ye classroom blocks no hono mo baabi o ma mutu amna after classes a you hours no mutu a no boy no na muje mutu amna komu a na masa kam anwa na de agum hwe ebi na ekoso hwe ba mu awe hwe akora we it doesn't matter say people na wabobo e wo class ho say hwe obi baba mu away menye so say 16 years kwa wo be
oh debi
ah yes Munche Facebook hwe Facebook TV kwa na mo hwe mi si fame ka say me radio so hwe TV so afia abamu away it's a class se pipa na wabubo se dia na wo twi o hwe nwisi afia ena ni nanfofo na ono ankasa ni colleagues ni mates asofon e de asi ni so ena wo mu twa na wo mu twa no se a we ya se wo twa de akọ TikTok because se teacher ni ntwi obi ba so e wo school bad influence min ka se yen na di nkonkoti na fie but we assembly na school ni na ya gada na ba kwa we ya so ne na ibonkum we ya so ni fa we ya so ne sa na we ya so ne sa na ni mu ni da ho no mo sa na teacher fo no ho na kenu se de na mo ye no ya breso mo ye no 4 5 na 4 kura ha na chese wa kenu no wa bono
child right forever
afia e dey right ye de ni enya nipa na wa bono na wa hwe no he na ma kenu no ma punish no because of your bad influence. Mon fa ga no de no ntoso ga no de no ya mu ga no kwade obi na ekasa won abayua on nam school campus compound hwe abayua
ono so shibi
hwe afia
dabi o we ya SSO
e basic junior high school na me ni nyina e basic enye senior enye SSO basic
sa mo sha ban uniform
the uniform e hye no we enye SSO we so won hwe abayua school mu ene wonam onsuro hwe omu hwe onfare hwe o se o high o se hwenanim
small girl we be
efia
13 na me boa
13 14 for no mu baby 15 ho baby
be 13 14
shadia onam school dem a wo ye woni hwan na teacher ni wakobu obi ba
eno ne na yo ama
oni hwan enti saade we se no se bia teachers be punish no adra nipa do wo school mu no adra enipa ado wo school me se ye mathematics Mr. Lamte e ma me do ya oni me handwriting on my work and I'm a colleague madam for me kokoje ene dem e ma no me ye ene de na de ma no ni handwriting adra kwotse teacher ni ma me do wo me wiase amete no na nya adoketoa that time Jesus na mo say 14 and 13 ba hwe we obu no assembly obu we no say twado ama no o ma me no a want tete ne ba ni ye ehiafo ma so na jimi wo school ehiafo ma
it's true asana no aka
ehiafo ma na jimi wo school eskafo main school ya this eskafo ma ye hwe o mo de dem ba ko o mo de dem ba ko hwe so ho it's hard time sankofa yenchi de ani teacher fo ne yeye no madam hana menim se madam hana menye sure se wako retirement de na mo yeye no e wo se e back Minister of Education no boy no idrusu Ghana Education Service
ama mentwa no just last week here school yes here wo msese Medina se area hobe and so aban school sir na headmaster no yem say at school gate na no
and all bullet cameras
and who might be
parents you kasa
chese the background you on the be kire
adentin na wose wo ko school ye late
and I will record you and send it to the president and I'll send your video to the minister. I was like yo nigga
abadua oye ofie o de abe school oye bad influence wa no ba ko school me say mon fo na boy na adrusu video no nto so ma me parliament I say share say CCTV cameras ko say in senior high school no
ebi wo ho
wo ya a school fo ne taa no makọ akọsẹ no muntwantum mame mu de muntwantum mame ne yenko
School old boys at Prempeh College, the school old boys decided to help them with a CCTV camera. I've seen the students go and pull it down because they don't want to be recorded. That's indiscipline. That's unacceptable.
Eti akwa do indiscipline akwa do say school near Bermuda it means say we drugs ekoton wo school say nkrofo ma nom e modam nkrofo ma high e wo school ho omonom mbodam nkrofo ma nom no ma dwene say it means say we drugs ekọ school koton exam say course school for correct me boot teacher ni invigilator say wan kire ye ya ponso a ye de ba ye so a o ma ye ntwere sa corporal punishment na e wo say ba punishment na e wo say ba because indiscipline ye too much omwa ne ye bridi omwa amoma ba ya politics o politics e wo krom ha omwa ni politicians wo krom ha omwa ha any politicians wo krom ha say omai no se no omai no enti modernization ni digitalization ni civilization enie say entia kora hwefi asema na wo kan say teacher ni ka so call class ss na abayo de sa wo ma yi no omo so omo de omo si se dudu o se dudu dildo me kwa me omo de ya de dildo
yes at say bem
okay omo ye de ya
so I got it when I'm sure so bet me e de atoso a oba kola kitwo ss ni na wagada ada ne friends no o kire o mo se na yesi you see no very bad enti ono one free school ne mra no de ne maame nyim
oye pabne fia oye ya no mu de se ya de ya mrewa na egu ho no
ya mrewa bi dog utimi mo
oh fia we ya mrewa
hwe na no bole hwe na no bole video yi
dildo
akola nyese bia we are just saying the service be hwa akola ye the one ma betimi aye untimi nye hwe you cannot do it.
I was say ye gitum PTA omu begu no I was say PTA eba parent teacher association I was say eba
adoko bi ache
afia at a point na ye eba say egu ye I was say omu yiri mu yie I was say teachers etimi ka kire mu teachers no mu nyina mu ye guardians o I was say mutimi hwa wofu anim na mu ka no kure kire ye ho akura bi on mo wo fie a oye angel odu school man kwase asem nko a yen policy school for nkwara no because bad influence e we society e we schools no anu odin yen timi ntonkoso entena ho ye hwe ni se ye na hwe ni se ya na ensei se de ese no a ese no school ni abayo anam campus e no George school ni abayo anam campus e no George aso George enum eti George na wonum no anu wonum oni bibia ye oni hweye e wo school ho bad influence oni hweye so ho e wo se ye ma discipline e koso your educational sector nim discipline no edoso indiscipline no edoso e wo ye schools indiscipline no edoso e wo ye schools ye ntimi ntonkoso o man say ya na yenye say ya said ye ko say ya ye ntimi nye ni say ya ye ntimi nye ni say ya e wo se ye koye nim wa brabom